You smell that? It smells like change is coming. Hey y'all. Saturday morning should be the last run on Rockport for this bid. We're supposed to start our new bids next week. And I'll be glad to have a change after doing the same thing every day, pretty much every day. It's nice to change. I know OTR guys that are out gone all the time like to have the variety, and I wouldn't mind a little bit of variety, but and I get that every once in a while if things change up or I take a lay down, but having something different to do every day might make the week go a little faster. But getting to be home just about every day, make the money that I make, I kind of like that too. And getting a little older. So, let me know what you guys do. I know you LTL guys, I know what you do. City drivers, line haul drivers. Unless you're in a system and you're gone all week, that's different. But, yeah, we're going to get in here and get hooked up, go to Rockport one more time. And see if anything exciting happens on the way to Rockport and back today. And if it does, I'll let you know and bring you along. But other than that, we're going to go in here and get hooked up. See ya. Hey y'all, yeah, I'm on my way to Rockport for the last time on this bid. And there is change coming. Starting my new run next Tuesday. But there's something else I'm wanting to do. And I want to tell you about it. I'm kind of anal about my tractor. I don't wash the outside as much as I'd like to. It just on this 600 miles a day doesn't give me a whole lot of extra time that I'd rather be at home. But I do take care of the inside. And I know I probably do a little bit more on the inside of my tractor than most guys in LTL, or especially at this company. Ever since I've been driving, I'd like to really fix it up a little more than what a lot of people do. And so yeah, I'm gonna add a few things today since I'm gonna stay in this tractor for at least probably another year unless something happens. But so I'm gonna change something a little bit later today, and I'll show you what that's gonna be. And some people might think I'm crazy, but hey, it's what I like to do. So we'll see you later. Okay, hey y'all, we're at Rockport waiting on my Memphis meat man. He's running a little bit late. He had to go through Memphis, so I got time to do this little thing I told you about I wanted to do. You know, I take pretty good care of the inside of my truck, even though it's a day cab and it gets kind of crowded in here. Let me show you a little bit of what I got here. I got my toolbox out because I'm going to use it, but just have seat. There's the ELD, and I got my bag under here that I carry my water and extra satellite stuff, locks, all that stuff, cooler. I get my food out all the time. Satellite radio, I like to hook things up and hide the wires. Here's where my phone goes easily. So I got my wires hidden. I don't like a bunch of wires hanging around and everything. So, and I got my CB radio hanging there. I got it hanging from there instead of up in the hole. It's a little bit different. It's a little lower, easier to reach, and then I put my speaker up there. But if you notice here, I got a little red light. I like to put red lights inside my tractors because at night, even though I'm running days now, sometimes it'll be dark. I like to be able to use the red light to be able to see inside the cab if I need to get something out of my cooler or something like that. And I first did this on a Freightliner. That's why it's on top of the radio, and it works pretty good. But I like it to be a little brighter. So what I'm gonna do, I've had these lights forever. These little red lights, and I've had them hanging in Volvo behind the cab, up, on the back side of the cab, and Freightliner from the little coat hook. But on these, I'm going to put them up. I'm going to put one here. I'll put it underneath there and hook it there, and then one on the other side over there in the same spot, and I'll just run the wire under here and back behind there into the middle, and I'll hook it up on the same circuit as that switch is on. So I'm not going to bore you with all the details of hooking that up and everything, because it always ends up being more complicated than it should be. Something simple should take 30 minutes, might take an hour, but hopefully not. So I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. Okay, hey y'all, made it back and I got my lights done. Of course, I called it. It took a lot longer to do than I thought it would. Well, then I always knew it would take longer, but then it should. It took longer than it should. Should only took about 30 minutes to put those things up there and run the power, and it would be done. But it took longer. But here is the problem. You can see that up there. You might be able to see it better on the camera. I don't know. Where it attaches, all this whole cab is aluminum, so there's no ground. So had to figure it out, run a ground wire. So here's what we look like when we hit the switch. Lots better, lots brighter. So let's go outside and see what it looks like out there. See, from the front you can't tell. The inside light's still on. We'll go out here in a second. You can't really tell. I mean, you can see a little red, but you don't see red to the front. DOT gets upset at that. So when you get onto the side, you can see it. It's nice and bright. Lights up the cab real good. That's how I like it. So yeah. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna head to the house. This is part of the change I talked about today, and next week we'll see some real change when we change runs. Go to Billings, Oklahoma. Haven't been up that way in a long time, so we'll get up there and see what we can find, and I'll take you along with me. So see you next week.